Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Moving to Night City, a Cyberpunk RED build show. The theme this week was James Bond, and in this episode, I create the Q-Watch. Enjoy! The Q-Watch James Bond has worn, I think for most of it was a Psycho, and then they changed it up to a different brand, I think in the newer ones, but there was always a watch, it always did a bunch of different things, and that's what we're going to build here. And I made a list of what, like, you know, less that these are defining features, and more of what, like, each of the watches had as a capability. So obviously it has to be fashionable. QDAR was in one of them, which it maps the area as the person walks through. There was the EMP burst. One had an observation camera with direct feed link, so it couldn't send it to anything, it would send to one specific thing. It was live only, like a live feed only. So direct live only feed link. An explosive charge and detonator, and remote detonator. Watch me bomb. Dart gun, a laser cutter, and a garrote wire. And I think this is if we don't end up calling this the Q Watch, I may call it like the J Watch for Jessuper, but also for James Bond. So we'll see. That's, you know, debatable. No, it definitely needs to be business wear. So let's just take a real quick look at our business wear jewelry section, so we know where we're starting. Business wear jewelry is 5,000 ebb. 5,000. Like, I don't know that. Is that a watch that seems so expensive? Like, that seems insanely expensive. It's the same as high fashion, so I mean, I guess on that end it could be either or, whatever you want. I still think that is absolutely insane. No, as for, I guess, like, I don't know what for, like, the mapping through the area as the person walks. I guess that would be some sort of, like, radar device, or maybe I guess like homing or tracking. Like, it essentially, let's see, I suppose it would be, it's not a radar detector, which is here, but let's just say we're gonna put radar and on screen mapping. A homing tracer and radar detector are both 500, so I'm gonna say 500 plus because it is doing on-screen mapping. An EMP burst, EMP grenades, I believe, are 100 ebb. Which of course isn't in the general, isn't in the gear section, because... Oh yeah, EMP, oh no, sorry. EMP ammunition for grenades only is 500. So we'll see about that. The observation camera. That's in like drones. You know what? I'm going to skip that for now. A regular grenade, I think, is just 100. And I don't think we're looking to do more than that. So I think that will be okay. I would really be like incendiary. It would be an incendiary grenade, I guess. So, which is 100. So that's fine. Leave a spot here for the observation. I might take the observation camera. Oh, we'll see. There's a dart gun for the in cyberware. I believe you can put it in a cyber object option. Dart gun is 500. A laser cutter I will have to figure out. You know what, given that everything else is 500, why not 500? And the garrote wire I feel like would be like the monowire. It's 1,000 and it's from the Edrunner's emission kit. Monowire, barbed line, that's also in the mission kit. So I'll say it's not quite 1,000 because it's not where it should be in 2077. It's a more basic version. You know what, let's just take out the... You know what, let's say camera. Like a photography camera, not a video camera. That's not what I want. I just need to go up to the general gear. Even have like a camera in here? They don't. They have a video camera, which is 100. But for like just taking regular photos, I guess, is not listed. See, these are the issues I have as a media. I'll say a camera, just like a regular photography camera, to take pictures. So essentially, it's like a Swiss Army watch. You have all these options in one fancy dancy watch. There are things that would destroy it, so I guess we'll start with the radar on screen mapping. Maps the area as you move through. Can only keep one map at a time. I think that's fine. I know, I'm sure there are things that I'm missing, but I think for now that's good. With the EMP burst, that's in the same area as a grenade. So it's you know, similar to an EMP grenade, but centered on the watch. I suppose the watch should probably, given that it can do this, should probably have like hardened circuitry. Which I believe is a cyber deck option. Yep, okay. And that's only 100, which is nice. That's nice. So that'll be centered on the watch. There's a camera, so takes excellent quality, or yes, takes photographs of whatever is in the front of the display. So you can gain some modifier. Sure, why not? I should probably set a limit. Can take up to... Oh man, like storage devices they can hold so much more now, right? I don't think you will ever need like more than 50, but let's say 50 excellent quality photographs of the watch's display screen. Q watch. That's why it's excellent quality, right? So let's just like remind people that user gains a +1 to photography. Skill checks. Alright, and then the explosive charge, which has enough explosives, has the same explosive detonation as a basic grenade. Nope, as an incendiary grenade. User can trigger via remote detonator or set a timer between 3 and 30 seconds. If you need more than 10 rounds to get out of somewhere, I feel like that's a problem. Alright. Next up is the dart gun. See, dart gun, cyberware in Global Bug, age of 360, and then there's a laser cutter, Karl wire. Mono wire. A thin laser capable of dealing 1d6 damage to cover every 3 seconds. Activated via button on the side of the watch. Spend. I guess it would be activated / deactivated. So lasers don't exist in Cyberpunk, so you can't use it as a weapon, but you can essentially, like, you know, cut through steel, so handcuffs or restraints, that sort of thing. damage in addition to their no, when choking an opponent. There we go. When choking the opponent via the wire. Maybe I won't use it as a monowire. The user adds 1d6. 1d6? Maybe 2d6. I figured out. Damage. No, so this is directly 1d6 damage directly to opponent's HP in addition to the usual. Let's say adds an additional 1d6 damage directly to the opponent's HP. There we go. Okay, I think that's fair. It's kind of like a Swiss Army watch. It's got a lot of things that you can do with it. I suppose if I added everything together, this would cost you... You know what? I'm going to say that the radar and on-screen mapping, because you can save it, you could download it technically because it saves it to a chip. We're going to say it's 1,000, not 500. That's the camera, the explosive charge, remember about the remote detonation, dart gun, laser cutter, dart wire. It's like $8,000. Just over 8,000. This is an extra 3,000 worth of equipment in this fancy watch, and it's still cheaper than it could be, but this is an expensive watch for. So you can remove it, you can download things. But if it's removed, those functions don't work, obviously. So, okay, cool. I think that makes sense. I have to say, I'm the most excited about this watch. I'm so sad about how much it costs. But again, most of that is solely because the watch itself is worth $5. This is a luxury item. I think it could be really fun as a, again, spy gadget. And yeah, obviously, like, you want to repair it, you wouldn't want to lose it. I think using it as an explosive charge would be an absolute last resort. But if you're being financed by the best of the best and they can just keep buying new watches, then what do you care? So there you go. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Moving to Night City. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you want to watch full, lightly edited videos of the entire live stream, they are available to select Patreon tiers and release a few days after the live stream. To become a member, you can head on over to patreon.com/edrunnershq. For more content, you can find us on Blue Sky, Twitch, and Reddit. That's all for this episode of Moving to Night City. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and until next time, meow for now.